Hi, my career kids. Hope you all had a great spring break. So, March is now over and it's now time to do a March recap of your budget. So, on the template that I sent, write March 2020 and then don't forget to put your name and your period up at the top. So, do this alongside your budget challenge sheet. At the top, you're going to put your income sources. So, you got paid more than once in March. So, put the amount of each of your paychecks in the boxes for incomes 1 and 2. Any other income you may have gotten in March, you're going to add it in that section. For example, you have to look to see if that deposit from your previous rent came in March. If it came in February, do not add it here. And then total all of these three to come up with your total income for the month of March. Now, on the left side of the template, you are going to write what your bills were for this month. These are your fixed expenses, what you have to pay each and every month. So you can refer to your budget calendar and your chart to know what kinds of things you're putting here, like rent, phone, cable, utilities, etc. I'm not going to tell you all the things that you need to put here, but just to give you an example of what goes here. So all of those bills you're going to put here with what you planned to spend and what you actually spent. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. Now, for your variable expenses, remember that through Budget Challenge, you are going to be putting what you're spending on other things in a month. These are the things that are appearing on your credit card bill. So, what I want you to do here is I want you to look at them by category. For example, groceries. You might have done groceries more than once a month. You total everything spent for March for groceries, and you're going to put that in there. Things like eating out, gas, things having to do with entertainment, your car. Look at the other categories in your credit card part of the budget challenge and use those items to fill in the variable expenses. For example, you had that medical emergency. That is also going to be put in this section for variable expenses. Okay, now at the bottom is where you're going to put any money that you put towards your savings. Okay, so any money that you deposited into your savings account, you're going to include in this section here at the bottom. Now, you can also put your credit card, what you actually sent to your credit card there as well. But if you're doing it through your variable expenses, that's okay. Now, once you've done these three separate columns of your expenses, you're going to total them. And as you total each section, you're going to put it in this bottom box. So your total income is going to come at the top. And then from that, you're going to subtract what your total fixed expenses were for the month of March, what your total variable expenses were for the month of March, and any savings that you also put away for the month of March to come up with a little recap of how your March looked in terms of your budgeting. This is important because you are going to then use this to then be able to plan for April so that you see where your money is going. Okay. Once you are done with this, again, I have an iPad, so I was able to write directly onto it. You all can print it out, write it, and then take a screenshot and send that to me through email. You can, if you have a PDF reader on your computer, you can type it in, or if your Microsoft Word allows you to type into this PDF, you can do that as well. So you have a couple options on how to get this filled out. Okay, now if you have any questions at all on how to fill this out, you can message me through Remind. You can send me an email, mrscoya@gmail.com. And I'm here if you need me. Okay, so hopefully this is teaching you how to plan and look at your money and your budgeting. Send it soon.